All right, guys. So welcome to our week one info session. In this presentation, we are going to go through who HACC is. We're going to go over all of the different components of HACC and the different organizations within HACC so that you guys get a better understanding. And then we're going to go through all of our events and give you a description of what we're going to be doing this year. So Amaya, do you want to start us off here, I believe?
Sure. So, so who are we? We're HACC at UCI, as it clearly says. But yeah, so we're basically established in 2013. Our entire goal is kind of to learn, grow, and develop the technology. What we do is we host hackathons, workshops, and now hack nights. We'll go into what these three events are like further on later in. But basically, our goal is to create a platform where students can learn and create new technologies.
All right. So HACC is made up of three committees. We are corporate, marketing, and logistics. Marketing is actually broken down into two more groups, graphics and tech, and then they also have their general marketing.
Playing from laptop 6:12 p.m. 22.
Right. Rita, you want to talk about corporate?
Yeah, definitely. Hi, everyone. My name is Rita, and I am this year's director for corporate, which essentially is the sales of HACC. And what that means is my team and I work hard to reach out to a lot of different companies to gain and build sponsorships. And for a lot of these companies, we also want to build a lasting relationship so they can continuously come back to our events as well as our hackathons. And next, we also want to guide students to professional opportunities. So a lot of companies that are local to Irvine, like say like In-N-Out or even like SunGrid, we definitely want to make sure that we utilize like the school's resources with being in Irvine so that UC Irvine students can get internships and jobs at those companies. So really, a lot of the companies that you see like that sponsor HACC is all through corporate.
Awesome, thank you. All right, May, you want to talk about logistics?
Yeah, so logistics, kind of like the committee says, we manage the logistics of events such as HACC UCI, Zhacks, the workshops, and hack nights. We handle the organization of the application processes, workshops, hack nights, and kind of just like figure out the run of the show during all of our events, scheduling them, managing check-in, the budgets, and liability. Logistics kind of handles more like the run of the events, while marketing and corporate handle the rest.
Awesome. And Riley, I don't know if you're there. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Awesome. You want to talk about marketing?
For sure. All right. So I'm Riley. I'm currently the marketing director for HACC at UCI. And basically, marketing is kind of, as Zach said, broken down into three different sort of subgroups. We have our main marketing, which is in charge for posting on a lot of our social medias, which is like our Facebook, our Instagram, and our newsletter. On top of that, we also have our amazing graphics team, which helps us get a lot of our graphics for our events and also a lot of our websites as well. And then lastly, we have our tech team, which is in charge of developing and putting together a lot of our websites. One of our newest websites that got developed was actually our club site. So if you haven't seen that already, please take a chance and check that out. But on top of that, they will also be developing our Zhacks site and as well as our HACC at UCI or HACC UCI site.
Awesome. All right. Maya, you want to talk about recruitment?
Yeah. So recruitment, why you should join one of our teams? Well, obviously, like HACC is an organization, so you'll get to learn a lot about how to be more professional, how to work in a team, and also like grow more as a person along with other people in HACC. You'll get to explore different possibilities between tech, other fields. So we do marketing like all the other committees that we have. We have multiple things outside of tech that we do as well, and this is a chance for you to explore these things. You get to work with our like very friendly HACC community and we like encourage people to do their best. So you also get the benefit of that. So quick announcements, logistics is looking to hire a hack intern in the fall. Tech, maybe, we aren't sure about that yet, but you'll find out soon enough. So look out for those applications around week 5, week 6. We also hired organizers in spring, so also be on the lookout for that.
Awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to go over is our upcoming workshops that we are going to have this quarter. So there's a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to. So let's go ahead and start off with the Getting Your First Internship and Resume workshop. Rita, you want to talk about that?
Yep. As for a lot of students who are like first and second years, and especially with our transfer students, it's definitely really hard to get an internship, especially because we're in COVID, and a lot of these spots are even more like harder to obtain. And we want to host a workshop about how to get your first internship, as well as like going through like resume and LinkedIn information. And we'll also end with an awesome panel from all of our HACC members. Some of like the awesome companies that our members have worked at are like Google, Amazon, LinkedIn, Zillow, Khan Academy, and yeah.
Awesome. So coming up in week 3, we have a mock interview workshop. May, you want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so during the mock interview workshop, basically during the workshop itself, we'll be going over tips and tricks on how to interview well. We'll also do like a demo interview where I'll be interviewing one of the HACC members, and they'll kind of like do a walkthrough of how the interviews will look. After that workshop, we'll also be using Calendly to set up interviews with whoever is interested, and we will mock interview anybody who signs up for those.
So the next one coming up in week 4 is the Get workshop, and that is one of the workshops that I will be teaching this year. So basically, as some of you may or may not know, Get is a really valuable tool that you will use for the rest of your life as long as you're a software engineer for source control. So since there's going to be a lot of people that are complete beginners, we're actually going to go through all of the command line commands that you guys will need to know. And then we'll go into everything you need to know about the basics of Get and how to use it. So yeah. Chase, you want to talk about web scraping?
Yeah, during week 7, we're really excited to host a web scraping workshop. This will be teaching you how to parse websites, pull information from web pages, and we'll probably be using Beautiful Soup as well, which is a really popular framework for that. So definitely keep an eye out for it.
All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next slide here. And Chase, you're up again. You want to talk about Hack Nights?
Yeah, so this is an event that we're really excited to bring to UCI this year. We know it's really easy to like put off working on side projects and whatnot. So the idea of Hack Nights is to be a structured, like scheduled time for people to come and work on side projects or homework during a weekly session on Discord. So you can come, team up with other people to start a new project, work on your own. It's a great opportunity to make some new friends and meet the HACC team virtually. We're going to be hosting these Thursdays at 8 p.m. or whenever the workshop ends for that night. And yeah, we're really excited about this. So I hope to see you there. We'll be having the first one tonight after this general meeting.
Yeah. So in light of the fact that we're in a virtual environment for this upcoming quarter and for the foreseeable future as of now, I would highly recommend you guys to attend Hack Nights, especially if you're like a freshman and you're just trying to get to know people. It's a great time to just meet new people that you otherwise wouldn't because you're at home. So definitely come out tonight. We're probably going to end this meeting a little bit on the earlier side. So come chat with us. We're going to have a bunch of voice channels open. We're going to be talking about some of the projects we've worked on. You can ask us any questions you want. So yeah, come out to that. All right. What is a hackathon?
So a hackathon is generally a 24-hour to 36-hour event where you can essentially build the product of your dreams, learn something new, and meet people in the community. And what this really means is like, if we were in person, we would be in Pacific Ballroom or DBH, where we would be showing and bringing like students into our event, essentially like providing all the resources they need, from mentors to like workshops to like sponsors, and essentially like all the food you could possibly eat. And this is just really a great place and a really like growth focused environment for you to learn something new. Even though a lot of people do end up building projects, like there's no need to complete one. We just have like this environment for you to like meet other people as well as like learn different technical skills. And you can definitely like be from any background. We like accept everyone based on application process. So as long as you fill that out, our attend is free for all. We can also go into more in depth with our 2 main events that we host every year.
All right. So the first one up here is Zhacks. And if any of you guys came to our AIF booth, you guys probably heard a lot about Zhacks. This is going to be the first big event that HACC is hosting this year. And Zhacks really focuses on beginners that are just trying to get into the hackathon community and learn the very basics so that they can be successful and have a whole lot of fun at bigger hackathons like HackUCI. So this is on the horizon. We're releasing the dates today for the first time, so you guys have insider access on that. And we're basically going to be having a 36-hour hackathon over the weekend from November 13th to November 15th. The applications are going to be coming out tomorrow. So make sure you check out our website. Right now, our website is not up, but it will be up very shortly. At this event, we're going to have a ton of workshops. We've got some front-end and back-end workshops planned for you. We've got other guest clubs that are going to be teaching workshops. And we also have every team is going to have like their own mentor assigned to them. So you get a lot of one-on-one interaction, and you have somebody that you can ask questions to all the time. So moving on from that, let's talk about HackUCI 2021. Rita, is that you?
Yes, sorry, I was typing. So HackUCI 2021 is generally our largest hackathon of the year, and it is the largest collegiate hackathon in Orange County. It is usually in the span of a weekend, usually 36 hours, and we generally have around 500 plus hackers. And the applications for this hackathon will be coming out at the end of fall quarter, and it will be taking place during winter quarter. And even though it is not in person, we'll be planning to have an awesome experience for everyone included.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, and who knows? It could be more than 500 people this year. We got a lot of flexibility now that we've gone virtual. All right, so this is the last slide here before we hop into Q&A. This is basically all of our mailing lists, Facebook group, Instagram page, and our website. I would say the best ways to keep track of what events we're having are through our mailing list and Facebook. Those are two of the big ones. You can get notifications if you join our Facebook group. That's and also we have all of the events as well. So the next phase of tonight's info session is Q&A. You guys can ask us anything about our experience in HACC, kind of how we joined, how we got involved in everything, any of the upcoming events, and whatnot. So I'm gonna have the logistics group introduce themselves because they'll kind of be the panel for tonight. So you can ask questions to any of us. But first, I'm Zach. I am a co-director of logistics. And then whoever wants to go next can go next from logistics. So
Just popcorn people.
okay.
Can you go, Maya?
Yeah.
Fine. All right. I'm Amaya. I'm the other logistics co-director. Popcorn Rico.
Hello. My name is Rieko. I'm a logistics organizer, third year computer science, I don't know. And then Tristan.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Tristan, and I'm a senior member of the logistics team, and I'm going to be focusing on creating the workshops for Zhacks, Popcorn, Chase.
I'm Chase, fourth year CS major, logistics organizer. Super excited to meet everyone this year. And I'll go ahead and popcorn over to Elise.
I think Elise might be in class.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, let's go Sahil.
Hi, I'm Sahil. I'm a third year computer science major and general logistics organizer. Who's left from the logistics team?
I think you're the last one.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. So does anyone have any questions about HACC or anything that we do? You can type it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask.
How has this club helped you with technical internships?
Yeah, so actually, like I'll take this one first. Anyone else that's interested in answering can as well. And also, even if like you're not on the panel, I guess, like that we set up, you can answer as well. Yeah, for me, HACC was the first set of like the workshops that HACC offered. Those were like the first workshops that I went to as a CS student at UCI. And I gained a lot of insight into the basics and all of the things that just got my my career started in CS. Because in school, they teach you a lot of things about, you know, book smarts. They don't teach you as much about applying different things to actual problems. They'll teach you how to write Python. They'll teach you how to write C++, things like that. But HACC gives you a real opportunity to build something that's actually useful and you can apply to a real world problem as opposed to some of the things that you'd be experiencing in school. So I think that's the most valuable aspect for me. If anyone else has anything to share, go ahead.
I think for me, I joined HACC as a sophomore during my sophomore year, and in my freshman year, I was still part of HACC, I went to HACC UCI, and that was like my first experience with building like a full stack or like a full web app, and so I learned a lot from that experience. And after that, when I actually did join HACC, I was able to learn from everybody who was already part of it. And one really cool thing was, since everybody here, or like a lot of the people at HACC have already done an internship before, they also get to refer you. So I got my first internship from referral from HACC, which is really cool.
I think adding on to everyone else's experience, I joined, hi, I'm Rita, the corporate director. I joined my fall of freshman year, and that I did the intern for logistics. And what really helped me was getting that community of people that like would push me to do like resume reviewing and like mock interviews. Like one of the alumni, both like Ryan and JP, they helped me like work through challenge, like how to interview and like preparing me for the interview. And that's how I got an internship at Amazon.
Awesome.
Looks like we have a few questions in the chat.
Yeah, let's take some from the chat.
So first one, how advanced would you say the beginner hackathon event would be? Do we need a decent amount of experience coding already?
So I'll go ahead and take that one. So Zhacks is really focused on the basics of like web development. And if you're taking like ICS 31 right now, that'll give you a good foundation in like Python to do some of the workshops that we have planned. Actually, Tristan, do you want to go ahead and expand on this since you're working on the
Yeah,
work?
definitely.
Okay.
So we're actually trying something new this year in that since everything is virtual, and especially last year, we found that we moved too quickly through the workshops. We're going to be having workshop videos before the hackathon starts that we're going to advise that all the participants watch. And this will be aimed towards people who have little to no program experiences at all, and then that way you can kind of self-prepare until the actual hackathon, and by then you'll already have a good amount of experience and hopefully like basic concepts and create an application, and then you'll be able to attend our workshops during the hackathon, which will go even further. So it's really geared towards people who, again, don't be worried if you don't have enough, programming experience. Again, like Zach said, by the time you get through, by the time the hackathon arrives, you should have enough if you're taking ICS 31, and even if you're not, you'll be able to pick it up relatively quickly. So don't be afraid of that for sure.
Related to Zhacks, the next question is Zhacks only for first and second years?
So Zhacks is not just necessarily for first and second years. We're accepting applications from whatever year that you are at UCI. It's focused on like bringing people in who don't have a lot of experience with hackathons. So you could be like a third or fourth year and you haven't gone to a hackathon before. Still applies. Zhacks would be a great learning experience for you. Yeah, but definitely like if you have experience and you're thinking about going to Zhacks, but you already have done hackathons before, you have experience, we would really like it if you could apply as a mentor so that you could help some of the new beginners that are coming in and trying to learn how to do hackathons.
Next question. For those who are beginning at coding, what can they get out of Hack Nights if they don't necessarily know what they're doing? Hack Nights, super beginner friendly. It's a time to come hang out, meet new people, and maybe work on a side project if you want to. We have tons of resources in the resource channel about different starter packs on how you can get started on side projects. And then we'll also all be there to help you as well if you need additional support. Tech support is also another channel you can ask if you have any technical questions. But some good ideas for personal projects can include building a personal website, doing like a little messenger bot, like a RESTful API to pull class information. There's tons of opportunities, tons of cool things you can get involved with. Next question, how do you choose a project idea for a hackathon?
I can take that one. So essentially, the hackathons can kind of be based around prizes, I guess, or awards at the end. And sometimes either a company will sponsor a prize, and in doing so, they'll kind of have an objective or a kind of mission statement behind that. So you'll kind of focus your project around that. Other times it could just be if the prize category is maybe more general, you can just pick whatever interests you and maybe talk to your teammates, come up with an idea that you're both interested in. There's really no, typically though, it's pretty open-ended. You're not given a project, for example. It's mainly whatever you want. You can really push the boundaries of what you're interested in. So. And then I can read the second question after that, which is, how will these hackathons work now that we are online? So that's a great question. We're going to be trying out a new platform. It's called Hopin, and this will be new for all of us. But it's going to be, I don't know if you attended the Anteater Involvement Fair, but that kind of had some like realistic, fair, characteristics where they try to make it seem like you're actually in person. Hopin seems to work really well, so we're fairly confident that it's gonna be a great success, and it'll hopefully give you that kind of same interaction among presenters and your teammates and things like that. So we'll release a little bit more information as we get closer to the event, but we're trying to make it as closest to the real thing as possible. So. And then there's another question below that, which is the workshops at HACC. Oh, okay, that was a response. And then how do team assignments work for Zhacks? Do we form our own teams or are we assigned teams? Does someone want to take that question?
I can take that question.
Cool.
So for Zhacks, we will assign you a team, and so how that works is after you're accepted, we will send you a form which basically will ask a couple questions just to kind of like so we can match up like people who have like similar personalities or people who want different experiences in the app they're trying to make. And so yeah, it will be matched up based on that. At HackUCI though, you'll be able to form your own teams. For the next question, let me see.
Will all
Will all the workshops? Oh, my bad, Zach. You can go ahead.
Yeah, will all the workshops be uploaded to the HACC website? So if you're talking about the workshop videos that we're going to be doing throughout the quarter, we're going to do our best to make sure that we videotape all of those and upload those to our YouTube channel, and we can link that from our website. In terms of the Zhacks workshops, we are going to record the pre-workshops. The live workshops we will most likely record, and we will see when we make them public. It will be after the event though. The next question is, I know hardware hacks are also appreciated at hackathons, but how are you going to go about judging those? So we're still in the process of figuring out our judging procedure. We're debating whether we want to have like a live scheduled time for you to meet with judges at hackathons, or whether or not we're going to have contestants make videos and then submit those. But you'll get more information on that at whatever event you decide to go to or closer to when the start date is. How active is the club? How many hours per week? And what is a HACC intern? So yeah, HACC is kind of separated into a bunch of different categories. So like we showed you at the beginning, there's logistics, marketing, corporate, and then there's also our general membership. So the general membership, you pretty much have the freedom to come and go as you please. You can go to our hack nights, you can go to our workshops, and the amount of time that you want to commit is up to you. If you decide that you want to be an organizer and work in marketing or logistics or corporate, there is a much larger time commitment. And there's a lot of like different things that we have to do to make sure that we can put on the workshops and put on hack nights and all the other events. So I don't have like a really good how many per hours a week if you're an organizer. Maybe you can talk to the directors of those specific orgs offline, and reach out to me if you want to talk about logistics. But let me move on to the third part of that question. What is a HACC intern? So essentially a HACC intern is going to be doing most of the same things that organizers are doing right now, like setting up this event, for example, and setting up all the other events. And then once spring comes around, interns get reevaluated and we either decide to convert them to full-time organizers or not. And as long as you do a really good job, like work hard and everything, you're chilling, you'll be an organizer. So it's kind of like a head start to becoming an organizer, unless you want to wait and then do recruitment in the springtime. So yeah.
I think we missed a question from Nicole, or did you guys go on that? How did you start getting involved with HACC?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. You want to start with that one, Rita?
Okay, yeah. So I think, so Amaya and I actually were interns together, and this was like the first time they ever had interns, since I think a lot of the original team had a lot of graduating, and one of the, I think Ryan was the marketing director then, and he just asked me if I wanted to join, and then I said yes. Back then, like they were looking for people who had like previous experience with hackathons and like hackathon organizing. So I thought it would be a great way to get to know more people in this major. But that doesn't mean that you have to have gone to previous hackathons or organize previous hackathons. But I think it's just having that passion for computer science and making like hackathons a space and an opportunity for students to build and grow.
Yeah, so I'll talk about like my experience with getting started in hack. It was definitely like different than Rita's because I actually started out as an undeclared major at UCI. And so I was constantly like trying to battle my way into CS. So my first year, I didn't actually really, have a great awareness of all the things that were offered in terms of like CS clubs and whatnot. So my second year, I actually met up with Chase, who is now in Hack as well. This is his first year, and also Tristan, his first year, and we went to Hack UCI. And from that point on, like I met so many other people that I felt had, you know, kind of the same like idea of where they wanted to go with their career and what were into the same kind of things as I was. And from there, I met a lot of people from Hack, and I eventually joined, was an organizer, and now I'm a director. And it's really great because we get the opportunity to host these events for all of you guys. Because personally, for me, like it made all the difference in my experience at UCI. So definitely like recommend coming out to events, and if you really like hack, like apply to become an organizer for sure. Okay, so there's another question here. How do we join Hack Nights? So basically Hack Nights is just spread and distributed throughout the Discord server. So we have like the main event stage that we have going on, and then there's several other voice channels that there are. So people are just gonna like spread out in all those voice channels, and you can talk to different people. You can find organizers by looking at their role in Discord. They're all gonna have like an organizer role. Yeah, just
The structure of the event, once this is over, everyone hop over onto Discord and post kind of what your personal objective is for the night. So, I'm going to build this feature. I'm going to design this thing. I'm going to do this homework assignment. And then at the end of the night, we'll all post our progress in the project showcase channel. And the person who has the most emoji reactions to their little post is deemed the hacker of the week. So
nice.
It's just a semi-structured time for you to work on projects on Discord.
Yep. So it looks like we have another question about when the intern apps will open. So we're looking to open up intern apps around week 5 or 6. There's no like confirmed date as of now, but just keep an eye on our Facebook group, and we'll definitely post there when we have a date. Is there a process for becoming a general member, or is it just a come to events kind of thing? So basically, you're considered a general member if you just come out to our events. Definitely like recommend that you sign up for at least like the Discord server or for the mailing list if you want to be a general member and like come to as many of our events as you can. That's like the best way to make sure that you're in the loop with everything, because we're going to be marketing on a lot of different platforms, but those are consistent ways that you can always get notified when something's going on.
One question for before, how limited are the spaces for Zhacks?
Yeah, so right now, we're looking at like, in the past we've done about, I think we did like 80 hackers last year. We definitely have a little bit more flexibility this year because it's virtual. But we're working with our virtual event host to make sure that we can get the price right for the right number of people. So you can expect it to be around a little bit over like what we had last year.
And how many did we have last year?
80.
Cool.
Yeah.
But just try to apply too. Don't worry about too much how many spaces there are. We'll just go for it, and I think we'll probably we'll try to make it work as much as possible, since things will be a little bit more flexible since everything is online. So
yeah, like we can. The great thing about being virtual is if we find that there's a lot of interest, like we can scale up the event pretty easily. So definitely apply. Highly recommend it. Yeah, Zhacks apps are going to open tomorrow. You can check out our site at zhacks.com. It's not currently up. We're having some technical difficulties with that. but you can expect it to be up tomorrow. And like if the world ends and something crazy goes wrong, then just check on Saturday. Should be there.
I think Daniel also asked a question about how do you choose a project idea for a hackathon? Did we answer that?
Yeah, Tristan already.
Okay, sorry. I think we're good then.
Cool. So it looks like that is all the questions that we have tonight. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up our info session. Thank you all for coming. Make sure you go and check out Hack Nights. You can talk to the organizers that are there about like what they're working on and bounce ideas off them to figure out what you guys can work on for side projects. So yeah, go ahead and check out Hack Nights on Discord. Thanks, guys.